Hello there, good people. Welcome to It's a Shaw Thing. I'm your host, Rob Shaw, here to talk a little fantasy football. It's Tuesday, time for the news and notes, and we start off with a little bit of a surprise in Seattle. It appears that Julius Jones, when he does return, will be a starter for the Seahawks. This is interesting because that kid, Justin Forsett, has been unbelievable recently, most recently putting up 130 rushing yards with 2 touchdowns in a win over the Rams. So why they were going back to Jones, who's averaging just 3.7 yards per carry so far this year, I have no idea. But this is not good news for Forsett's fantasy value. Now, that does not mean that you're going to end up having Jones back this weekend, but at the same time, the second he does come back, Forsett's fantasy value goes down. Next up, Matt Ryan, the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, having an impressive year, 16 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, will not be playing this weekend. He tore some ligaments in his toe this past weekend. As a result, Chris Redmond came in, and he was fantastic, led the team to a victory with a big touchdown at the end of the game. Overall, he threw for 2 touchdowns, 243 yards passing. He'll get the start against Philadelphia. Not a horrible fantasy option. And next up, Cedric Benson, who's off to a fantastic start to the season before a hip injury derailed him and put him out for a couple of games, is going to return as a starter this weekend for the Bengals. What this means is Larry Johnson as well as Bernard Scott will have their value go down. Benson could be relied upon for about 20 carries or so. Next up, we move to Washington Redskins. The tight end, Chris Cooley, got off to a fantastic start to the season, but he's missed most of the season because of an ankle injury. Well, he's done for the year. Don't even think about having him come back. So on that note, you could drop him. Feel free to pick someone else up. His replacement has been Fred Davis, who's averaged 36 yards receiving over the last 4 games. And then we finish off in Philadelphia, and they've got Deshaun Jackson. It's questionable for this weekend. He missed most of the game last week for the Eagles. This is a guy who's leading the team so far this season in receiving yards. He's been fantastic, really took the next step towards stardom. So he's going to be out. Go for Jason Avant. He's put up great numbers. In fact, he's averaging 80 yards receiving over the last 4 games, including a touchdown or 2. So that's the guy who's going to end up being the starter in the event that Deshaun Jackson's unable to play. Again, right now, he is listed as questionable. Well, my friends, that's all for now. We'll talk some more fantasy football later in the week. Until then, have a great day.